Good afternoon, everybody. Simon here, back with another review today. Something that was sent to me as a gift that I haven't had a chance to do anything with yet. Haven't had a chance to review. So I thought we've got a bit of an overcast, shitty, rainy day here in lockdown again. So I thought, you know what? Why not kill some time and film another review? So today we have the Golem RDA. Let's open her up and see what we've got inside this little goodie bag, hey? So we've got the RDA. We'll put that aside. There, what else have we got in here? We've got a little bag of goodies. What do we got? Squonk pin, couple of post screws, and an Allen key. There we are, nice and simple. Put that one aside, don't need that. I think that's empty. And we have the Golem RDA. Alright. Look at the size of those airflow holes. Look at the size of them. You could whack a straw in them and go snorkeling. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's stick this on a bit of a build stand. And, oh, that's a bit squeaky. Should really do something about that. Let's drop this camera and do an up and close, and hopefully try and get a build in this thing. Alright, let's come on down. Where are we? Let's see what we've got there. Alright, Golem. A nice little Golem logo on the side there, the side of the top cap. The other side's nice and plain. Look at the size of those holes. Oh, how massive. Alright. Bit of a different style postless deck. There we are, look at that. It's a bit different, isn't it? So, how do these go in, you reckon? Drop in down there. Now, apparently you've got to build this one upside down. So, might be a little bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. Top cap. Adjustable airflow, obviously. Same as one side, same on the other. I believe that pops off, yep, so there you go, there's your airflow adjustment. And your single barrel. Nice and easy. The machining on this is beautiful. Nice and smooth. Very clean. Very nice. O-ring just slides in there, beautiful. Like that. I don't know about the amount of airflow on that. I might, personally, I might drop him back a little bit, but we'll whack a build in it and see how it goes. So, RDA, there we are. We'll take him off there. We'll have a look at the bottom quickly. I don't want to subject you to that squeaky noise too much. On the bottom of the RDA, we have designed by Raymo-2-u and Big-D-Coils, number 00203. There we are. Did I get that right? Raymo-2-u and Big-D-Coils. Yep. Beautiful. Nice and clean. Look at the machining on that. Nice and clean and shiny. Beautiful. Now, I won't be running this on the squonk. Oh, that's nasty. I won't be running this on a squonk, so I don't have to worry about replacing that. But if you were to do so, the squonk, as you can see there, let's see if I can get in there. There's your 510 right in the middle of your two posts. Your squonk would come straight up in the middle there and just flow out into the gap under your posts just there. Would flow out into your juice well, which is massive. Huge juice well. Massive juice well. Alright, let's see if we can attempt to try and put some coils in this bad boy. Now, like I said, you've got to build this thing upside down, so it's going to be a little bit tricky because these aren't spring loaded or anything like that. So I apologise if at any point I go wildly off camera, because this is not going to be an easy build. Alright, today's coils are not going to be anything special, so I'm not going to be dropping any names or anything. They're just a simple, basic, everyday coil. Now I believe you need some nice long legs for these. Nice long legs indeed, but those long legs are a little bit too long, because I don't think top cap's going to fit over that, so I may have to do some trimming. Still want to keep them long, because it's not the easiest thing to build in. I don't want to cut them too short and then run myself into some issues. I'll just put those little offcuts over there for now. Second coil, put that there. Let's just see if we can get this one in. Alright, got one in. Alright, this might be a success build, this. Right, I have actually had a brief look at this before. Attempted to do a build and got me nowhere fast in a hurry. So this is another brief look at it. I have yet to put a successful build in this, and I may have cut those ones a little bit short. Oh no. Alright, let's see if I can get that one. Might be able to hear that wonderful rain that we're having. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make the ground wet. I think this is going to be, again, just as tricky as what I had first ever planned. Let's bend him out of the way slightly. I'm going to see if I can get these in here. Alright, so I think I've got that in there now. It's definitely a tricky one to build, and I haven't, because that leg's just popped out of there now. I've got one side in, and one leg that keeps popping out, so I may have trimmed these a little bit too short. You know what, I very well may have trimmed this one a little bit short, because it's tricky. And I've scratched up the edge of the block here, trying to hold it open, trying to get this other lead in here. I know I said building it upside down is apparently the way to go, but I don't know if anybody's tried building upside down. It's not exactly easy, and even if this thing was spring loaded, I can't imagine that would make it any easier at all. So I'm going to pause recording again and see if I can get this coil in here. Alright, I think I've got it. Let's try and straighten this out and see if these legs stay in, which it hasn't, it's just popped out again. Look at that, see? This is definitely not a beginner's RDA by any stretch of any imagination. This is a poorly designed post system. It is not by any means, in my eyes, user friendly. Alright, it is unique. Yes, it is a unique system, but by any means it is not user friendly. It is not designed to be coiled with any sort of ease in mind. Quite frankly, it's a bit of a stupid fucking post system, but as you can see, they're in there. I may have butchered those coils slightly. The reason why I went with some of these mass-produced coils to begin with is I'm not overly fussed on general appearance and how these coils perform, so to speak, in this RDA, because I knew it was going to be a tricky one to build. As you can see there, I've sort of scratched up that end there, just trying to get that post, that block, to drop down as holding it upside down. There you sort of see the scratches there a little bit better. Undo that post drops down. You've got to try and get each one of these legs into that block and then screw it up. Problem that you have with that is as you put one leg in, that block pushes over to that side. So then you have to try and squeeze that one in while the block's already hut up against that wall. Not easy to do. Not an easy coil. Not an easy deck to build on. But you know what? It's done. So let's get some cotton into it. Actually, no, we won't. We won't cotton it first. Let's stick it on a mod, heat it up, get some what I'm sure to be some hot spots out of these coils. On the trusty drag. Let's heat them at 40 watts, shall we? Alright, well, they weren't as bad as what I was expecting them to be after the butchering that I gave them to get them in there. Have they stayed in there after that? There you go. There you go. You saw it here first. You try and heat them up, strum them out, they just drop out. Alright, I'll attempt to get these back in again. Back again. Alright, let's see if that's in there this time. It is. So I think I've worked out somewhat of a way to get these in. So as you can see, each leg is at each screw. The block in the middle is slightly askew. If you put them in at the posts, put the legs in at the screws, you can get them in there a little bit easier, but as you've seen, not the easiest thing to build. Definitely not the easiest thing to build. Now I'm not going to fuck around with these coils too much, so I don't want to try and get them out. I don't want to pull them out. So to make sure that what I've done there, I haven't given myself any extra hotspots, which I haven't. Alright. Let's get some cotton and some juice into these. Going with some trusty Muji cotton. Get them down into this massive ass juice well here. Alright, now according to airflow, has coils positioned right. Airflow, coils, airflow just under the coil. Sorry? Yeah, airflow just under the coils. But with airflow like that, I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference. It's a massive ass airflow holes. I don't think coil placement's going to have that much of a huge effect on the overall vape experience. On some of my own DIY salted caramel juice this afternoon. Get these wicks nice and wet. Coils came in at a 0.19, 80 watts. Tuck some of that cotton back in there. Get this top cap on. And lift this camera up and we'll give it a toot, shall we? Alright, here we are. Back on top with the Golem. Building experience. Not that pleasant. Not that pleasant. Anyway. 0.19, 80 watts on the drag. Airflow. Airflow for days. Let's give it 90 watts. One moment. It's a little bit juicy. Although, in saying that, by the time you put the cotton in there, it fills out, like you can see the cotton through those holes. Look at that. That's massive. There's a lot of flavour. A lot of flavour. Let's knock that airflow back a bit. Let's bring it to one hole. A little bit better. Yeah. I don't mind that. That's not a bad vape. Not a bad vape at all. Pity about the build deck. Pity about the whole build experience. It's not pleasant. It's not something I would like to change coils in regularly. Let's agree to that. I wouldn't want to change coils in it regularly. It's look, overall, it's not a bad RDA. I believe it is a 24 mil. Let me quickly double check that. What do we got? 20, yeah, 24. We'll call it a 24. Call it a 24 mil RDA. But you know what? Mr. Raymo-2-u and Big-D, update those coil clamps, man. Do something with them. They're innovative, they're different. Sure, fine, not a problem. But fuck, man. They're not easy to build on. New coil, no. So with all that, there you go. There's the Golem. Where did I put that bag? There's the Golem RDA. Stay safe. Keep it cloudy.